Sorry there was no video yesterday. I needed a hot minute to just honestly do my own thing and not put out any more shit posts that are pretty useless. So we're gonna continue my storylines today. I'm probably gonna do this one, Eddie, and I got a suggestion, so I need to, and I have an idea for it, but I just need to remember the name. Thank you for, I think it was, 271 subscribers and a lot of views on a lot of my videos. A bunch of them have started to reach thousands. One of them has almost 5,000, which is insanity, but thank you so much. After arriving home, you go up to your room, look at your hair, and decide it's not a bad look. So, after doing your homework, reading, listening to records, doing your routine, anything. You wake up the next morning and decide to put on your favorite outfit and the same hairstyle. You do a little bit of makeup, get your shoes on, grab your lunch, because the school food is nasty, and you get in your car and go to school. After arriving at school, Billy is in the parking lot on the hood of his car without your guys' signature hairstyle in. So you sneak up behind him, pull his hair back, and put it into the bun. Turn around quickly to see who was touching his hair and who was even close to his car in the first place. After seeing your face, however, he kind of just looks at you, knowing what you did, and rolls his eyes. Did you really have to do this? Really? Was it 100% necessary? You look at him in shock and say, fake surprise and say, well, it's our hairstyle, like you said yesterday. Why, you should be wearing it every day now. Knowing that you're not going to stop, he sighs and pulls you in for a one-sided hug, feeling a little bit awkward about it, even though you had returned it. He just drags you into the school and just drags you towards your locker. Placing you right next to it, he says, grab your books or whatever. Let's go. You two sit down in your first period, in the same seating, which I do not remember. I think Billy was behind you for this one. And you're behind for the second period. Yeah. Billy then starts to add a braid in your hair, right beneath the bun, and ties it off with a small hair tie. Looking into his pocket, you realize he has a tiny plastic baggie with mini elastics, big hair ties, hair clips, and bobby pins. You knowing full well that in your bag, the same exact thing is in there. So, lo and behold, in the second period, there is now a tiny braid beneath his bun. This keeps happening until, hold on. But you take it a step further. You take out a bobby pin, you take the braid beneath his bun and wrap it around the bun. Pin it into it. He turns around and looks at you confused because that's not what he did. But shrugs and turns around to look at the professor. Or teacher, or whatever you want to say. I don't know. I said professor on accident. My bad. At the end of the day, you see Max with The same hairstyle you put in yesterday. You run up to Billy's car and sit on the hood, knowing it would piss him off. But surprisingly, when he comes out to see you sitting on the hood of his car, he smiles and walks over to you and Max, who had come over to talk to you. Billy, confused, sees Max turn around and stand in front of you. Once he sees you braiding a small little braid down right beneath your bun, he knows exactly what you're doing, so he comes up and stands next to the two of you with a slight smile on his face. Having fun without me, I see? Billy says with a sly grin that you could almost tell he was just about ready to snap. Oh, come on. It's not our hairstyle to protect. And besides, I don't care what you say. I don't care how many times you call her a little shit, or you're not your sister. She's your sister. So she can have the hairstyle too. Rolling his eyes, he goes to sit in the car waiting for you to finish Max's braid. Once you do that, you wrap it around just like you did to his, and pin it with a bobby pin. You walk away towards your car. He looks at Max and says, Max, what are those? The black things you put in your hair. Billy, that's a bobby pin. Okay, thanks. Trying not to laugh out loud at him for not knowing what a bobby pin is. He takes Max home and asks his dad if he can go to the convenience store. Or just a store. I can say that. He asks what for, and he says, hair products. Not fully lying. His dad lets him go, and he sees the store clerk and asks, do you guys have bobby pins? The worker leads him to where the bobby pins are, and he says thanks and picks out a small pack of them, and then goes to the front to pay the cashier. Just pay. In the morning, he wakes up, puts his hair into the same bun with the same braid, and then goes into Max's room to see her trying to do the bun. You know, yesterday, she was right. Who was right? Why, she was right. You may be a little shit, but you're my sister, and I'm gonna try and be nicer to you. You need help with the bun and the braid? Yes, please. Not yes, please. Fuck. Sure. A little skeptical. She waits for him to come stand behind her, and he does. And almost in a not split second, but very quickly, there's a bun and a braid in her hair, bobby pinned up. So that's why you went to the store yesterday. You wanted bobby pins. Well, yeah, how else am I supposed to pin her hair up like she did to me? Do you think we're gonna add anything today? I don't know. Seems like a pretty nice style to me. Yeah, I like it. The bun's nice. It is. Ready to go, Billy? Yeah, hold on. He runs to his room, realizing that he'd forgot the plastic bag with all of his hair stuff in it. For you. Your guys' hair stuff in it. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Hopefully. And then runs back into the living room where Max is waiting for him. He says, alright, let's go. They both get in the car and drive off to school. You wait by Billy's regular parking spot, and you see a familiar blue Camaro with a California license plate drive, might I add, a little slow for what Billy normally goes, which is pushing 90 in a 45. Confused, you see Billy in the driver's seat and you see Max in the passenger seat, so maybe something's wrong? But he pulls in, he gets out of the car with a very sweet smile on his face. He walks over to Max, pats her on the bun, and walks away. He walks over to you, grabs your shoulders, turns you around, and, seeing you have the same hairstyle with the same little braid, grabs a bobby pin out of the baggie, and pins up your braid. You look at him and laugh, knowing that he didn't have bobby pins yesterday, so he must have gone out and bought them. Give him a hug and say, "All right, you big doof. Let's go into school now, before we're late."